I believe that you should get a little spurt of life every day, especially if you're going through depression. It's proven.
No one knows anything.
Nobody knows anything.
That's right.
Listen,
good for you for trying something.
Cocaine, opiates, all that shit is destroying our nation.
Yes. Those are the gateway drugs, those pills.
Reefer. Nobody gets in trouble for reefer, except that black guy in New York who got beat the fuck out of. Which is, again, take those 8 officers and fucking get rid of them. Listen, if you're a cop, and you know I have the utmost respect for you, police officers across the country, you have the toughest job in the world. But do me a favor. You're not fucking the rookies, and this is not 1960. If somebody's smoking pot, who gives a fuck? There are more important things to worry about in this world right now than some guy on the corner smoking fucking pot. If you watch that video, it's very embarrassing.
It is.
Like, who raised you, guy?
Seriously.
You pulled your gun out and put it in his stomach, and now New York will answer back that he was a rapist who got out of jail with some fake fucking bullshit. That doesn't cover what happened.
You didn't know that going into
Jesus
that situation.
Christ.
Yeah.
It's
That's called hindsight.
There's 92 states where they're legal now. If you're a cop, as a police officer, save yourself the aggravation as a human
and the
being.
Embarrassment.
It's let it live. Listen, somebody's kicking an old lady, I pull the fuck over. Somebody's kicking a homeless guy, I'm pulling the fuck over.
Dude, it's so funny you say that.
I see a homeless guy. I stop over here on Cahuenga every time, right? What is that? Cahuenga and Riverside. Okay, there's a left. When I have to go to Cryo or I got to go Weed, I got to make a right on that corner. There's a fucking homeless encampment now. Every time I stop there, I go, oh, and I throw the guy $1. You know, at least go get yourself some coffee, a little dignity. $2. I gave the guy, I had a handful of change that I got to hide from the fucking car wash because those Mexicans got sticky fingers between the fucking them and the valets. Every time I give them my car, my quarters are gone.
Yeah, I
go for fucking quarters, and now, remember, if you steal $1 from every car, you make an extra 50 a night.
That's how I learned not to keep weed in my car.
Yeah.
Every time I left a joint in the car, these motherfuckers would take it. Who are you going to complain to?
You take your change and you put it in the baggie and you put it in the glove compartment. You close the glove compartment. And then when you leave, you take the baggie out. That's the only way you trick these fucking idiots. Because I say, you know, you live in Hollywood. You live in North Hollywood, Studio City. There's always a fucking meter. You know, so, and then you don't have any change. And those meters, you don't get much for your mileage. Ladies and gentlemen, you put a quarter on a meter in Ventura, you get like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You need to meet somebody for an hour, you're fucked. Yeah. You might as well put your ATM machine and give your election results to the Russians for a fucking parking spot. For a fucking parking spot, I got to put an ATM machine in. There's going to be $3 and dimes and nickels.
I'm the same way about, you see an old person. This just happened the other day. We were walking. I was with my daughter's mother and my daughter. We're walking into Target in Culver City, right? And I see this little caddy parked in the handicap spot right up front. And
Excuse me. When you say mother and mother's daughters, because you're not married to the woman?
That's right. Yeah,
Thank you very much for not saying baby's mama like some third world nation fucking cannibal animal. These people think it's fucking classy to say baby's mama.
Even she says she says it sometimes. She goes, why don't you say that? I said, because
we're a grown men.
That's what I said. And I said,
I say baby's mama. Give her more respect.
That's exactly what I said. I said, you're more than mother. That's right.
I can't stand the dirty bitch. Hit by 3 cars. You know,
I'll make sure she listens. Send me that timestamp, Lee.
You know, nobody likes the ex-wife. That's why, hey, you got to go eat ice cream and make believe you like him in front of your daughter. Like, yeah, hi, how are you?
But that's what she is right now. You know, no. She's not my fiance. She's not my wife. She's my daughter's mother. And yeah,
I don't give her a stabbing.
No. But we're doing much better, and we get along very well. And what I always say too, I said, look. You know, we had a real coming to this year where I was like, you know, everybody's got their hand in my pocket for a percentage of this or that, no matter what I do, whatever we all do. And I said, the person who actually helps me the most is you. When we have split custody, but when I'm on the road, you either watch our daughter or you make sure she has childcare, you make sure she's fed, safe, whatever. I can walk on stage confident and free of any worries. And I said, you know what? You're the fucking shit. So I started doing nice things for her. I was like, why is everybody else? But, you know, so we have this understanding and an agreement now. But we were walking into Target, and there's this old lady sitting in the passenger seat of this caddy up front in the parking space, and there's an older man standing over, and he's like, I fucking hate you, Mom. And I was like, whoa. And he looks like he's probably in his 60s, and she looks like she's in her 80s. And he was heated, and she was just sitting there like this. And I told her, I said, hold on a second. Let's wait right here. This guy looks like he might actually hit this lady. And he's just screaming at her and screaming at her. And then I look at Don, and I'm like, I don't know. He might be right. Who knows? I don't know the story over there, but I'm going to make sure this old lady's not in harm's way. And then, I don't know, he shut the door, and that was the end of it. But I'm the same way. I'll pull over for that shit. Everything else, like, leave people alone.
You don't understand. Sometimes when I say pull over, somebody's kicking somebody, you pull over. But there's some situations you mind your business.
Yes.
Because that guy might take a gun out and shoot you for being nosy-rosy. I'm old school New York. I don't make eye contact when I keep walking. I didn't know nothing. I didn't hear nothing. Excuse me, sir, did you witness that? I don't know nothing. Me no hablo.
I first moved into this. I first moved into this apartment in Baltimore with my brother, and I come home from UPS at night. Shout out to UPS, Baltimore Hub, Primary One, Joe Avenue. I work the graveyard shift. I get home like 3:30 in the morning. And I'm not in the place 15. There's cops everywhere. And I'm like, oh, man. And I knew that we had just had a party because we had just moved in. Everybody's smoking and drinking. And I'm like, fuck, these assholes. We're going to get evicted. All right, it's got to be them, whatever. And the cops are all lined up. And the way it was, this apartment complex, you'd enter these glass doors, and then you could go upstairs or downstairs. And it's, that's like New York in a way where there's apartment here. There's like 6 of them right there, in the little corridor. And the cops are like, you can go ahead. Where do you live? I'm like, right here in 12. They're like, go ahead. So I go in our place. I shut the fucking door. I'm trying to wake my brother up. He's asleep, drunk. I look out the blinds. Cops have their guns drawn. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And now I'm looking out the peephole. This is my first or second night in this place. Okay. Here come the cops with the battering ram down the fucking stairs. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, holy shit. What the fuck is going on? But it could. And then I'm like, they wouldn't have let me come in if it was for my place, And then right across, the door across my peephole right there. And it's not that much farther than that wall right there where I am. And I'm standing straight up. And these cops got the battering ram. They're yelling, open the fucking door. We open the fucking door. And the guy, nothing. And they just, boom, they bang it open. They start, they are all running in with their guns. And they're like, we know the gun's in here. And I'm like, what? I dove because I thought bullets were just going to come flying through. I dove over here by the couch. I'm crawling back down the hallway. I'm like, get on the floor, motherfucker. Get on the floor.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.